Okay. Hi. What a strange world we're living in. What a strange time this is. The world's at a standstill that most of us couldn't have imagined. It's certainly given me a lot of time to think, read, attempt to keep in touch. And amazingly, in my neighborhood, we're much friendlier. Certainly, people are taking a lot more walks. And when we pass each other, we don't just say hello, but people ask, how are you doing? And they mean it. And it's a really good feeling. I was inspired to write this meditation by a book that my book group is reading called Women Rowing North. Its focus is on women and aging, but it's actually about so much more, and it's been an inspiration to me. Questions are asked. How do we spend our time? How did we use our talents? Were we loving? What has been our place in the universe? Well, let's change the tense on these questions. Are we using our talents? Are we loving in our interactions? What is our place in the universe? In all of our lives, there's trauma, despair, struggle, but it's how we react to this that prepares us for what's coming next. What I've learned from this book is to remain curious, to embrace everything, because regardless of your life circumstances, you can find serenity, happiness, and wisdom. I know my family would say I still have a very steep learning curve. Let's remember that a lot of other people have lived through much worse than this. One example in the book was Dr. Zhivago. He lived in a terrible time and place, but he was kind to everyone, and he offered hope to people regardless of their circumstances. He felt a great love for all the world, especially nature. When crammed in a frozen train car, hungry and exhausted, he focused on the linden tree blossoms outside. It seems that in desperate times, we need more of these moments. When focusing on the good and positive, we see ourselves as lucky, and the opposite can also be true. If we focus on our regrets and our disappointments, we're going to feel unlucky and probably quite miserable. We've often, through the years, heard people tell us, slow down, our lives are too busy. Well, it's happened. One quote in the book that really struck me: the slower you travel, the more you see. When you give up speed, you open up time. Living in the present is hard for us. We're busy making plans, meeting deadlines, picking up children, going to appointments. We now have a chance to truly live in the present. Walk in the rain, watch the leaves ever so slowly open up on those trees, really notice the daffodils, work in the garden, listen to music, walk the dog. Take time to really listen to your family in those Zoom calls. This is a time to grow as we look forward to a time when we can all be together again. And I hope that we can remember to do so with greater clarity about our place in the universe. I'd like to close with a benediction shared with me by dear friends. It was read at their wedding 34 years ago, but it seems perfect today. Give us, amid the confusion of the day, the calmness of the everlasting hills, the soothing music of the singing streams that live in our memories. Teach us the art of making minute reactions and of slowing down to look at a flower, to chat with a friend, to pat a dog, to read a few lines from a good book. For there is more to life than increasing its speed. Let us look upward to the branches of the towering oak and know that it grew strong and great because it grew slowly and well. Inspire us to send our roots deep into the soil of life's enduring values, that we may grow toward the stars of our greater destiny. Amen. Amen.